I think the most empowering thing that I did as a scapegoat child that went no contact with her narcissistic dad was, one, me not allowing the fucked up relationship that I have with my dad to hinder me from receiving love and receiving support from other family members. Because like in the summertime, like late summer, our family my dad's side of the family had a picnic at a forest preserve, had a reunion, and it was like going on all weekend, right? So we had, like, the picnic was Saturday, and then there was like another get together cookout that Sunday. So I'm thinking, like, you know, if this is a family gathering, family get together, then it's going to be hella other family members there. So it's really it's not like I'm going directly to my dad's house. We're going to a public place where all family members are going to be. So it's really no reason for me to, like, not show up and not go when I'm going to be where a bunch of other family members are. Now, I know that I'm one where I don't visit my dad. I don't go over to his house. Like, I don't talk to him. I have blocked his number and all of that jazz. But basically what happened is I told myself, because the old me, what she would do is that she would not even show up to those family gatherings because I was, like, you know, afraid of dealing with my dad. Like, I just wanted to avoid the conflict. You know, I just didn't want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now at this point, I realize it's no reason of me, you know, depriving myself of having emotional support and having other family members around me just because I have an estranged relationship with my abusive, narcissistic father. Okay? So basically what happened is when I saw him at the picnic, I mean, like, it was kind of a moment where, like, he went to go pick up my brother from the airport, and the oldest sister, she went with my dad. So, like, by the time, like, my other sister and I had pulled up, he was getting ready to leave. So I kind of, like, missed him for a little while. And then he came back like an hour and a half later, you know, when he got back from the airport. And then it was like all three of them were walking up at the same time. So, of course, I said hi to my brother because, you know, he lives in a different state, gave him a hug. And then me and my dad, it was just a traditional, like, gives me a side hug, whatever. And all I said was like, hey. And I was just like, hey, daddy. We gave each other a hug. He didn't say not one word to me, and then he walked off because we got into a big brawl. We had a huge blowout several weeks ago, and we have not, like, talked about it since. Like, I'm upset, he's upset, and I said a lot of things to him that I had really wanted to say for such a long time. And I realized I have so much anger towards him that I had to unleash that anger towards my abuser so that I was no longer dealing with displaced aggression, having misdirected anger towards other things and other people that did not harm me. So I finally just unleashed so much rage that I had towards my dad to my dad. It wasn't a pleasant conversation. I was screaming and yelling. Yes, I was cursing. Yes, I was cursing him out. And I don't give a fuck. I don't have no regrets, no remorse, because I wanted to do that. Because I felt like he deserved it for the bullshit that he put me through for 25 fucking years. I want nothing to do with him, okay? So what happened is I still showed up to the cookout because I'm like, you're not going to stop me from being around the rest of my family and my relatives that love me and welcome me in just because I have an issue with you. Because he is not honest about what goes on. Like, when other people hear about me not dealing with my dad, they're looking like, well, I don't understand what's going on, because he's not completely honest. But let's be fucking for real. Everybody in my family knows how difficult my dad is. Everybody knows that. But it's at a point where, like, because he's one of the oldest of his siblings, everybody just gives them this utmost respect and everything. But they want to just sit there and bypass all of the abuse that he has put people through. But it's like, if his siblings want to deal with it, and his other children want to deal with it, and his nieces and nephews want to deal with it, good for them. That's on you. But as me and as his child, I choose not to deal with it. I choose not to deal with it because I am a child of the Most High God first. I am a child of the Most High God first. They are just my earthly parents. And my earthly parents did not do a good enough job raising me and loving me the way that I needed to be loved and treating me the way that I needed to. So one of the most empowering things that I did was in front of his siblings, I basically kind of showed that I didn't give a fuck about him. Walked out and left and didn't even say goodbye. So this happened where the Sunday of this weekend that we had our reunion, that Sunday, we went over to one of my aunt's house and we had like another cookout, right? And then at nighttime when we're getting ready to leave, I'm getting ready to leave and everything. And as I'm leaving out, I'm saying goodbye to one of my uncles that had flew in from out of town, gave him a hug. And that, of course, is my dad's brother. And then my dad's sister was also in the room. And baby, I'm the high priestess. I'm so intuitive to a point that I can read a person's mind. And I knew exactly what my auntie was thinking and what she wanted to say to me. Because what happened is I was like half asleep. I didn't drive home. I had rode with a family member, but I didn't drive. So I'm riding with somebody and my ride was leaving. So I was leaving. So basically what happened is I'm like half asleep, bro. So it's late at night. My social media has completely burnt out and I'm getting ready to leave. And I'm about to walk out the door, but then I'm like, oh, I had to double back and go back in to go say goodbye to my uncle. And then, as I'm walking out the living room and heading towards the front door, my dad is sitting also in that living room in the chair. Because I had went to hug my uncle that was sitting on the couch. So after I hug my uncle, I'm getting ready to walk out and I'm walking past my dad that's sitting on the chair. He didn't say bye to me. I didn't say bye to him. Nothing like that. I didn't even look at him. Didn't even look his direction. We didn't even make eye contact. I just gave my uncle a hug and walked right out and acted like he was not even there. And one thing that I knew my auntie was saying in her mind was she gave me this look, a black mama, a black woman look. You know, my black people, you know when a black person give you that, your auntie, your mama give you that look and you know what's up? Yeah, she gave me one of them looks. And in the look she basically gave me, she was thinking in her mind, so you really finna walk out of this house and not say goodbye to your daddy? That's what she was saying in her mind. That's what I felt in my spirit. And I knew and the thing is, it was like we were communicating telepathically because I knew what she was saying and she knew what she was saying. So basically I just look at her and I kind of give her this look like, no, I'm not about to say goodbye to him. And then I go, all right, auntie, I'll see you later. All right, Terry, gone, like, see you later, bye. She didn't even address it. She didn't speak on it because she felt it's no use of me speaking on it. It's no use of me addressing it. Terry is a grown adult. She can make her own decisions. She can do what she wants to do. And I really wonder and inquire if a conversation was had. I would bet money a conversation was had after I walked out that door. And they're asking, how come your daughter didn't speak to you when she left out of here? And he would have made up some bullshit excuse and act like he doesn't know why I'm not speaking to him. He doesn't know why I didn't want to talk to him. He doesn't know why this and blase this. But he doesn't want to, because he would never admit what he's done to me. He would never admit the argument that we got into. He would never admit how the whole time he's telling me he doesn't find anything that he can't find anything that he loves about me. He doesn't feel like there's anything that he does love about me. And he's telling me, like gaslighting me, talking about he didn't do the things that he did to me that hurt me. Yeah, he doesn't talk about that. So because he just dismisses me and disregards me and discards me, I basically had to give him a taste of his own medicine. Disregard him. Discard him. Disregard him. Dismiss him. The same way he did me. Have nothing to do with these people. And I did that on purpose in front of his siblings so they can see. I don't give a fuck that y'all are standing in front of me. I don't give a fuck about this relationship that I have with this man. I want nothing to do with him. As a daughter, I will love him. But as a woman, I can't fucking stand him. I don't want him in my life. He is my abuser. And I want nothing to do with him. And I want y'all to see that shit. Because I had to be authentic with myself. I had to be true with myself. And me being true with myself was not saying a goddamn word to him. Not people pleasing just to keep the peace. Fuck that shit, bro.